Both men. Coming into this tournament, Michael Smith had nothing to prove. Is it right to say now he's got it all to prove?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Dave. It's the fact that our fortunes can change within one match. And as you say, it went into the match with Phil Taylor. Probably most people thought he was going to get beat, maybe 2-0 or maybe nick a set. Comes out the winner, and now people after that have said maybe he can become world champion, where it just wasn't even a thought in their mind. But now he's got to perform. He's got to back it up. A lot better than that.
And like Chisnell, like Webster, like yourself, the pressure of beating Taylor led to defeat the next match.
It does. It all depends what you want to make of it. But for me, it was kind of, right, now I'm good enough to win the world title, and let's go and do that. But
did he get a bit arrogant, do you think?
Me? Yeah, most definitely, yeah. I thought I was good enough to win it, and I just dismissed all the players that were still left in the tournament. I thought it was all down to me, but it wasn't.
What about Peter Wright? One of the most improved players on the circuit. That's fair enough, isn't it?
It is, and the way he's been playing consistently doesn't put in what I'd call a lacklustre performance. They're always 94 averages plus. And what Michael Smith has got to do, he's got to play well on his throw. He's got to make Peter Wright, if he's going to break him, he's got to go out in 12, not 15.
Cheers, Wayne. Rod Studd, Stuart Pye, your commentators.
Thank you, Dave. Michael Smith with one of the big upsets in the history of World Championship darts. Anytime, any place, anywhere. Can only fancied Peter Wright, let's be honest. 100 against, well, the highly fancied Peter Wright, let's be honest. Peter Wright now, a lot of people believe, could go all the way to the final. 99. Michael Smith aiming to prove he isn't just a one-hit wonder.
And do so many have tried to do and failed before and knock Phil Taylor out of a tournament, and in this case the World Championship, and go on to win his very next match. You have to go back to 1991 to find the one and the only time someone has knocked Taylor out in the early rounds and won his next match. And that was the great Dennis Priestley on the way to winning the title in 1991. Since then, Spielek, Mardle, Webster and Chisnell have all knocked the power out and failed.
I could hear the pain in Wade Mardle's voice as Dave Clark was quizzing him. Beaten by Kirk Shepherd in a semi-final. 19 times out of 20 he would have won. Right, looking at double 12. Double 6. Good darts, Peter Wright. His seventh for that. A really good professional start. Yeah, Dave Chisnell, after he'd beaten Taylor here, I think he didn't even win a set, did he, in his next match against the Hammer, is that right?
Yeah, 4-0. Chisnell also, like Michael Smith, from St Helens.
There's been something in the water.
91. But it isn't just in the World Championship. When Ronnie Huybrechts beat Phil Taylor, the Europeans, and won his next game against Robert Thornton, he was the first person to do so in 8 attempts. The previous 7 that have knocked Taylor out of tournaments had lost their next match. It is an extraordinary statistic.
Well, it was an extraordinary win from Michael Smith. 135. He didn't get to sleep until 6 o'clock the following morning. His phone and Twitter and social media was going absolutely mad. Because he produced darts just like that. He was very much a man in demand.
And it's probably good. In fact, it's certainly good, Stu, that he's had a long break, because if he'd had to play the next day or maybe the day after, he would still have been in Disneyland. No big outshot here. Remember, he KO'd Phil Taylor with a 1-2-8 outshot on the bull. Just to add spice.
6 great darts from Smith, though. Salim. Double 12. Peter Wright left in the first leg. Had to finish it off on double 6.
58. Michael Repart, 24.
Good start from both. Great guide. Had to go in. Had to go.
Michael Smith, the leg is beaten for the first. Game on.
Back-to-back 13 darters. Could be close this, but one thing's for sure, it'll be entertaining. They will rattle along. Well,
171.
No fear, Michael Smith. He's carrying on here where he left off against Taylor. Look at that, early doors, I know, but they're laying down a marker. At 128 on the bull that Smith nailed to beat Taylor will go down in World Championship history. We will watch that again and again and again over the years. One of the great shots in the history of this tournament.
No question. Maybe close up on the hockey tonight between these two, but there's certainly no similarity in their garments. That's Wright. Has gone for
100.
vivid yellow and rainbow concoction. He says that he's got a different set of strides for every round, so goodness only knows what he might have in store.
Throw. Tops. Look at this.
65.
Well, blinking, you'll miss it.
Peter 196.
Peter Wright nearly did, but he can't afford to miss this.
2 darts in his hand. Needs one at double 18, one at double 9. Well,
78.
the pressure that Michael Smith has put on with his heavy scoring in this leg may well have been a factor in that mistake. Now he's got to hit it himself.
No score.
Created a chance, Stewart didn't take it.
They were probably identical darts to the 4 he missed against Taylor. Do you remember, to win the stack? They were all above the wire. Is it a let-off for Peter Wright? There's your answer. Michael Smith is going to progress to the quarterfinals of the World Championship. Can't afford to do that.
57.
To be fair, when he missed those 4 darts to win that 4th set against Taylor, he didn't let it bother him.
No.
100.
Mentioned before, he's mentored and sponsored by Gary Anderson. What a fairy tale story it would be if they were to meet in the final. That would be an incredible tale. Gary Anderson playing Michael van Gerwen tomorrow.
Yeah, great 174. We've already seen a 171 from Smith and a 180. He's ringing the tills.
100.
Good stuff though, isn't it? Good standard.
Ring a ding ding. His second maximum. Wright has continued to use these bulbous barrels that he used in his second match in the tournament against Per Larsen. He didn't use them in his opener.
Strange decision to make such a fundamental. Well, it's a big change. It's not a minor alteration.
50.
It's a huge change.
Yeah, he averaged nearly 99 against Joe Cullen, changed his start, still averaged over 98s.
134.
Right up at the top of the averages for the tournament. Smith looking right at the top of the board. And he hits it this time. The 4 that he missed in the previous leg to win it, as you suggested, just obliterated from his mind.
Always thought this could be the match of the day.
131.
That's a lovely switch. Peter Wright, the pair played only 3 weeks or so ago. The Players' Championship finals, short course, short distance, first round, Wright won comfortably.
Well, this is very different. Firstly, of course, a much longer game, best of 7 sets. And secondly, and far more importantly, this is the World Championship. The place in the quarter-finals at stake, and that match would be against Wes Newton, who whipped Robert Thornton this afternoon.
3 quarter-finals in 4 years for Newton. These two, of course, looking for their very first.
140.
Peter Wright wasn't far away from his first 180. Appears to be in control of this deciding leg.
140. Peter
Only just, though,
140 now.
6 starts from here to take the opening set.
What a superb setup.
125.
Absolutely superb to lead double 12.
The perfect leg in many ways. Can he finish it off? He's left 24 after 12
140.
to win the set.
24.
All the pressure coming from Michael Smith. Top quality from both. Top quality from both in that opening set. Both averaging over 100. It went to a decider. It's Peter Wright who takes it on throw. Don't go too far. This could be a brilliant match at the World Championship. Wright takes the opening set.